Salute. 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 Um, salute, salute. Salute to everybody out there. Salute to everybody out there. Shout out to all you people, you lovely people in the world. Stacy S in the building over there on Ock Nation. Stacy S in the building. Shout out to Stacy S. We are live and direct. We're gonna get into this Nolan Wells stuff tonight, man. We're gonna get into that Nolan Wells stuff tonight. We're gonna get into everything tonight. We're gonna get into everything tonight, man. We're gonna get into this crime around the country. We're gonna get into this crime around the country. This all time. Hey. Listen. You guys know they got the Ock Nation TV channel today. They got the Ock Nation TV channel. So I'm going to be really, really persistent on you guys to go over and sign up for my website. I'm being really persistent on you guys to sign up for my website because they got the Ock Nation TV channel today. They got it today, man. They clipped the Ock Nation TV channel on some bogus shit. They got me for something that they let slide all the time. They got me for something that they let slide all the time. Okay? Nah, I'm doing my own thing. Stop telling me to go to Kick. Don't tell me to go to Kick. Don't tell me to go nowhere. Don't tell me that. I'm doing my own thing. Please go to Ock Nation News and sign up, man. We need you guys to sign up at Ock Nation News. We got a counter today. We got a counter. It takes 10 seconds to create a profile. We got a ticker right now. This is the ticker. Please go sign up. We got 33 profiles. Think about it. I created a website and only 33 people signed up. I want you to think about that. I created a website and only 33 people signed up. Please sign up. They just terminated my Ock Nation TV channel today. That's gone. You can't find Ock Nation TV no more. It's gone. Please sign up for my website. Please go over there. Run Daz, I need you over there. I need all the heavy hitters. Everybody who's a Ock Nation heavy hitter, I need y'all over there. On OckNationNews.com. It's the exact same product, except I get treated a lot better because it's my channel. So yeah, please. Don't worry about the like button. Don't worry about the do what I'm asking you to do. Please do what I'm asking you to do. Don't hit the like button. Click the link, go to Ock Nation. All that's changed. Now you can do it. You can do it, Far From Handsome. You can do it, Far From Handsome. You did it yesterday. Sign up for my. Listen, don't do anything I don't ask you to do, right? Don't do anything I'm not asking you to do. Do everything that I'm asking you to do. Okay? Stop it. Stop it, Tom Space. You know what? I'm gonna end up blocking some of y'all, man, because you putting me in a you saying stuff like that. That stuff can get me in trouble trying to say I'm dropping a link to that. That's not a link to that. Stop doing that. Don't do that, man. I'm asking you guys, please, please create a profile on OckNationNews.com. They zapped the Ock Nation TV site today. Go to Ock Nation TV. Try to go. Listen, Ock Nation TV doesn't come up on YouTube anymore. It doesn't come up on YouTube anymore. They zapped my site. Yeah, support me before I end up coming through your window. Okay? Yeah, support me before I end up coming through your window. Salute to Roger Wood. Salute to everybody over there, man. Yeah, but listen, I know it's Michelle Maynard. I know it's jacked up what YouTube is doing, but we got the answer. This is the thing I'm telling y'all. We got the answer. We got the answer. This is the answer. I'm gonna get into Nolan Wells in a minute. For everybody who came for Nolan Wells, I'll be getting into Nolan Wells momentarily. But I just want all you people to know to create, and then while you're over there, click text alerts so you can be text notified every time I go live. Take advantage of everything over there. Click text alerts too. Click text alerts. Please do that. I'm asking y'all because this might be the last time I get to talk to y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Press one if you understand what I'm saying. They just zapped one of my channels today. This may be the last time I get to talk to y'all. Once, you know what I mean? Because I can't talk to y'all unless I'm on YouTube or unless you're on my website. The only way I can communicate with you guys is through YouTube or my website. That's what I'm letting you know. Like I may not be able to talk to you guys anymore. Please, let's get this. One person created a profile. Let's get this up to 100 tonight. We want to check back in on this, but let's get this up to 100 tonight. We got go to Ock Nation News. It takes 10 seconds. Soon as you click that link, you'll see the chat. It's going to be at the bottom of the chat. It's going to be a sign up thing, a sign up button. Click that button, put in your Gmail, and then press enter. Then follow the step, and you'll have an account on OckNationNews.com. This is the last time I may be able to talk to some of you people because I won't be able to reach y'all. Y'all will be like, "Where's Ock?" If I can't come on YouTube, I can't talk to you. So I'm telling you guys now, please do that. All right, I'm gonna be giving you reminders throughout the course of the show. Right, I'm gonna be giving you reminders throughout the course of the show. So let's get to this Nolan Wells crap, man. Let's get to this Nolan Wells stuff, man. Yeah, man. That's another person. Please go to Ock Nation News, take 10 seconds and create an account. And after you do that, just click text alerts. There's going to be a tab on the live stream page that says text alerts. Click that, and you can be notified whenever I go live. All right. So we're going to go to we're trying to get that number up to 100 tonight, man. Let's see this, man.
More on the mysterious death of Nolan Wells. We're joined by his parents, Christine and Elmore Wansley, as well as their attorney, Ben Crump. And before we get started, first off, I want to thank you for being here under these circumstances. I know how extremely tough it must be, and we can express our how sorry we are for you and your family. And first question, how are you two holding up?
Taking it second by second.
Day by day.
Second by second and day by day, which we all can understand. And I just want to ask you, the friends that Nolan traveled to Horn Island with, they say that he stayed behind voluntarily. Why would he stay behind?
That we cannot answer. I can't fathom why he would.
I don't know why he would. We always taught him to, if you go with a group, you stay with a group. Mm-hmm. Even when he was in college, he would say, Dad, well, we're going to ride down to a party or something in another city. Now, so I was out telling him, look, if you go with 5, you come back with 5. Do not separate from your group. Because I always said safety is in numbers. Mm-hmm. And he always said, yes, sir. So he knew to stay with his group. So why would he split from his group? I don't know.
So that would have been.
And I want to let you know, these people are from this town. You do know that. These are not transplants to Ocean Springs. This woman went to high school. You know how they say one of the kids' parents is a judge? She went to high school with that woman. These people went to high school in Ocean Springs. They're from there too.
Unusual for him to split from the group. And you said he would always check in with you. Did he check in with you that day?
So that day, no, I don't. But of course, too, they were on the boat. And usually when he is out there,
That's true. That's a great point. That's for girls. That advice is for girls. That advice is for girls, man. You go with somebody you leave. That's for girls. That's like telling a bunch of boys, if you go to the bathroom, make sure you take a friend with you. Nah, man. That dude, it's sad that shout out to Pete, man. He said, Juice Tube did you wrong. They're cracking down on content creators. Yep. That's why I want everybody, every single person who's Ock Nation. We will not be able to speak. We might not be able to speak soon because I won't be able to I can only speak to you guys on YouTube or on my website. The only 2 places I can speak to you is on YouTube or on my website. So guys, go to my website, please. Please go to my website and click this link right here. I'm putting in the chat. It's going to take you to my website. Click the sign in button. It's in the chat on the live stream page. The sign in button. Put your Gmail in. Any one of your Gmails, but probably the one you use the most. It's going to give you an account. And you'll be able to chat in the chat room over there, and you'll be able to navigate my site. Please. Because I will not be able to talk to you guys soon, man. I'm asking all of you to please do that, man. Please do that for me today so we can stay in contact.
Did he check in with you that day?
So that day, no, I don't. But of course, too, they were on the boat. And usually when he is out there, which it's not uncommon, he's, I think, since last year, he's been going there occasionally.
Uh-oh. He's been going there with these white boys for over a year, man. He's been going there with these white boys for over a year. Shout out to my man Corny over there on Ock Nation. Hit the super chat. Says You're my favorite ninja warrior. Yeah, man. Yeah, you ain't gonna get it like this. Shout out to Courtney. Courtney just hit the super chat on OckNationNews.com. Yep. I am your favorite ninja warrior, man. I'm a lot of people's favorite ninja warrior. Please, if you want to stay in the Ock Nation, hit that link. Take 10 seconds. Take 10 seconds to take 10 seconds. Take 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds to create an account. 10 seconds. Salute the Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP. Coming through once again. Deluxe definitely is over there with that Ock Nation. He was there day one. He was there day one. He was there day one. Please. All right. Yeah. He was there day one. Yes. You see this? This Nolan Wells has been going over there to that island with these people for a year. And just July 4th, they decided, oh yeah, hey guys, did y'all notice that Nolan is black? Let's kill him. Listen, this is what I want you guys to understand. His parents are from that town. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, these are some strange white people that he just got mixed up with. He went to kindergarten, elementary school, junior high school, now college with these white people. Press one. They trying to present this like he just got mixed up with the wrong crowd. He went to elementary school with these kids, junior high school, now college. His mom went to high school with their parents. His mom went to high school with their parents.
And the split from the group, and you said he would always check in with you. Did he check in with you that day?
So that day, no, I don't. But of course, too, they were on the boat. And usually when he is out there, which it's not uncommon, he's, I think, since last year, he's been going there occasionally with his friends. And so it would always just be like, hey, Mom, I'm back, type of thing. But this time there was no call or text from him. It was from his friend.
And then too, really didn't worry a lot about it because it was his last weekend to have fun.
Yeah.
Because that Monday he had to report to school. We was preparing to take him back for camp to prepare for the season. So, we understand he wanted to have his last little hurrah before he locked down and get ready for the season. Because like I said, the entire summer he's training. He got more serious. He started to understand what I was trying to tell him about. Football not just being fun, but as you get farther in it, it becomes a business. If you want to excel, and you have to understand, and have to understand both at the same time.
And we know, Ben, that you said that you're going to do an independent investigation.
Yes.
And you said you have Nolan's cell phone and messages were deleted. How could you tell messages were deleted?
Well, his parents got the phone back, and that's something that's important.
What does that mean? He didn't answer the question right here. This nigga did not answer this question. He did not answer this question. This is diabolical how he did not answer this question. He did not answer this question right here.
That you said that you're going to do an independent investigation.
Yes.
And you say you have Nolan's cell phone and messages were deleted. How could you tell messages were deleted?
Well, his parents got the phone back, and that's something that's important, Michael, because they tracked this phone on Life 360.
So Life 360.
That yo, is it me? Am I crazy, or did he not answer that question? Am I crazy, or did he not answer that question? Guys, am I crazy, or did he not answer that question? He said, look how low Crump's side is. Crump's side. Crump got he got a long time, man. I'm not surprised Crump don't know how to tie. That's not shocking information. You said Polk, Florida for today? Okay, I'll look at Polk, Florida. But yeah, listen. He skated right past that, man. That was weird how he did that. He totally skipped that question. Everybody in Ock Nation, I need you to go to OckNationNews.com and create a profile. It takes 10 seconds. They terminated my other channel today. Ock Nation News, my Caitlin Clark channel. They terminated it. Okay? They straight terminated it. They went back and found something from a long time ago and terminated my channel. It's gone. So please, if you support Ock Nation News, please, the only way you will, and you want to continue to see my content, you want to continue to get my content, go to OckNationNews.com. I'm giving you the link. Sign in, create an account. It takes 10 seconds. It's the simplest thing in the world to do. But yeah, listen. Yeah, shout out to Tommy. Tommy doing this thing, man. I'm trying to do my thing, okay? Shout out to Tommy. But yeah, we really need y'all to do that, man. This is important. This is a very important thing I'm asking you guys to do. Because listen, most YouTubers not gonna catch this. That this nigga didn't answer that question. You gotta be real. Press 1. Most YouTubers wouldn't catch that this nigga did not answer the question that Michael Strahan asked him. Most of them would have just kept saying, yeah, it's messages missing. They deleted messages. His friends deleted messages. This nigga did not answer this question.
That you're going to do an independent investigation.
Yes.
And You say you have Nolan's cell phone and messages were deleted. How could you tell messages were deleted?
Well, his parents got the phone back, and that's something that's important, Michael, because they track this phone on Life 360.
So Life 360, but when I received the phone call from Warren, I immediately called my friend Tashima, and I said, hey.
Tashima. She using a black friend. Tashima. This island where this girl grew up on, this woman right here, she grew up on this island, is 6% black. And she talking about something. I called my girl Tashima. All of her friends are white. All of her friends are white, just like her son. Now, her son doesn't have all white friends because he plays on a football team, but his close inner circle is white. He has a lot of friends because he plays football. And if you play football, you got a bunch of black friends. But her son's inner circle is white. So is hers. She's not going to tell you that. She's from that town. She went to high school. She grew up in this same town.
Hey, have you guys seen Nolan? Because her two sons, Jalen and Javon, like they grew up together. They played City League sports together. When they got into school, they played sports together. And so she was like, hey, like, okay, the boys were pulling up the location from Snapchat.
Facts. All they got to do is get the phone records. But you know why they're not going to get the phone records? Because they want the lie. If they subpoena the phone records, right, to see if texts were deleted and shit like that, that works. Listen, they got niggas repeating that shit. Niggas love lies, right? You saw that with Carmelo Anthony, right? Press 1. All y'all saw that with Carmelo Anthony. Niggas love the lie. The truth, they don't want the truth. Niggas want the lie. Just like with Carmelo Anthony, they want the lie. Niggas want the lie. Niggas want the lie. Okay? Niggas don't want the truth. Support the channel too via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. We're trying to get 10 people to sponsor the show tonight, man. Trying to get 10 people to sponsor the show tonight, man. You can we got the buy me a coffee link. We got all types of links. We're trying to get 10 people to sponsor the show tonight, man. Please also sponsor the show tonight. But main thing we want you to do, we asking a lot from you tonight, man. Go to OckNationNews.com and create an account. Just create an account. We're not even asking you to watch over there. We're asking you to create an account. And then, of course, click text message alerts so you can be alerted whenever we go live. Yeah, they don't want the truth. These niggas don't want the truth. They do not want the truth. They do not want the truth.
So the Snapchat location looks completely different than the Life 360 location. So when I pulled up Life 360, it was different. It was showing everywhere the phone had been. Like I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land. Like I'm not. He's like, but no, he didn't come back with us.
Well, how were you able to get the phone?
So we tracked it, and my friend Tashima went and picked it up.
It wasn't like they said we got his phone. They tracked it, and that highlights all these contradictions, Michael.
Who did Tashima get the phone from, man? Like, they're leaving out shit that's very important. It's just weird. Where did Tashima get the phone from? That would be the obvious thing to tell us. Tashima went and got it. Well, where, motherfucker? Where? Shout out to David, man. He says, I'm going to get my grandchild to set my iPhone to your channel. Your cool website. Thank you, David. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, man. I really do, man. I appreciate you, bro. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, David. Yeah. The only way y'all gonna get the content in the future is on my website. That's why I'm telling you to go over there and create the account. Tashima went and picked up the phone. Where? From who? Why are they being so vague?
The fact that they said Nolan was talking to a young woman and she said that he said, I'm going back to get on the boat with the boys. The boys said that he said he was going to stay with her. And so that's an obvious contradiction. And then
how is that a contradiction? How is that? Just because you keep saying obvious contradiction don't make it an obvious contradiction. They act like all these drunk kids, every single one of these drunk kids is keeping tabs on Nolan 24/7. You got tons of kids out here at the lake. Tons of them. They're trying to act like all of these kids were keeping tabs, like they knew he was going to die that night. They acted like every kid, oh, Nolan's going to die tonight, so let's keep tabs on him. It's nothing but fucking kids out. Look at all these kids. Look at all these fucking kids. All these boats. All these different boats. All these kids. Black kids. Look at this shit. And then this is just in the camera view. This goes on for miles. This is just what's in this specific camera view. They make it seem like every person was like Nolan was the center of the universe. They try to make it seem like Nolan is the center of the universe. Nah, it wasn't the Sundown Island. There was a lot of suns on that. We're going to get into that in a minute, man. We're going to get into how many suns. It was a lot of suns at this place. And you know the crazy thing is, man, we'll get to that in a minute. But it was a lot of suns, man. It was a lot of suns down there, man. It was a lot of suns down there today. Down there that day, man. Yo. Look at all these fucking people. That's just in this one camera view. I don't even know if a YN killed him. It's just, I don't even know if he got killed. They keep assuming he got killed. They don't have any proof of, yo, none of these people were there. Let's start with that. None of these people were there that are talking. They don't want to, none of the mainstream news outlets want to talk to any of the people that are there because they know once they do, their little racial hot button story, because everybody's eating off this story. You should see the YouTube views on this story. Everybody's eating off this story. If I was another channel, I would have like 1,000 people in the chat, but they're suppressing my numbers. But other channels that go live on this, there's like 1,000 people in the chat. He said, the families of those white kids are rich. So some of those, not all of those white kids, but a few of those white kids are rich. And when I say rich, we're not talking about like millionaires, but we're talking about like they got something. You know what I mean? They got a nice lifestyle, comfortable lifestyle. Trump can probably sue some of the parents of the white kids for like wrongful death or something. But yeah, I don't see how he's gonna get paid like really big money. I don't know how he's gonna get big money out of this. Yeah, upper middle class, exactly.
This video of this, you can hear an argument going where Nolan is saying, "Give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing?" And so then his phone ends up missing. I don't know any teenagers, Michael Strahan, who says, if you believe their story, I'm going to stay behind and I'm going to leave my phone. I mean, no young person leaves their cell phone. And so then there's so many things their parents were telling us about. Even why didn't his body wash up with the tide on Sunday? Why would it come on Monday? It's not adding up. And that is the problem when you think about the history of Mississippi.
Yeah, so there's so many questions that need to be answered. And is there anything you'd like people to know about Nolan? What would you like them to know about your son?
No,
okay.
Nolan, take your time. Nolan was very loving. He was liked by all. It was not a friend he couldn't make.
No, we'll be right back with more for the parents of Nolan Wells and attorney Ben Crump. We're back now on GMA with the parents of Nolan Wells, Christina and Elmore Wansley. And I want you to please continue to tell us what you want the world to know about your son.
So Nolan was just like this bright light, right? Walk into a room, his smile, his energy was just so infectious. Like,
why don't you niggas ever tell us about the person's character? His likes and dislikes, his fears, his personal constitution. What was his, creed, his motto? What was his? Why they always tell us about some smile and some laugh? Every time you talk to one of these niggas relatives, it's they lazy, smile, let's laugh. He was always joking. That shit gets tired, man. You know what I mean?
It's almost like he drew you into him. And he was just one of those people, like he always wanted everyone to be included. He didn't want anyone to feel left out. I remember one of his teachers emailing us. I can't remember what grade he was in, but basically it was math class. They had a special needs student and she asked a question and Nolan got everyone to put their hands down because he wanted that student to answer. And so student answers the question and she was like, Christine, the classroom, Nolan went crazy and everyone else started going crazy, just celebrating that child. Making them feel included. And that was the person he was. Like he loved everyone. And I always told Nolan, like, you have to be careful when you have such a big heart like that. I love that God blessed you with that, but you have to be careful with that because, that it's not always returned, that type of love. But he was just genuinely a good person. Like I always say, all the best parts of me are with him.
And Dad, anything else you want to add?
It's just he's gonna be really missed. I know a lot of his teammates, they all look to him as a leader. He's more like a silent leader. Not real big on words, more action, which is kind of like I was. I really wasn't real big on talking. I really wanted to show you and you follow me and people follow him. And it's gravitated. He put in the work. He worked hard, and he knew he was focused on what he wanted, and he wanted to make life better for his family. He wanted to have his own family. He used to say, Dad, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to build this. I said, well, son, you got to take it one step at a time. Slow down. Let's go. Let's walk this thing out. Let's train. Let's sign our deals. Let's make these teams, make these camps, put the work in, and everything else will work out. Even his baby brother, their bond got even stronger because now I have a big brother that he's finna do something. So now I want to outdo that. So his focus and his confidence has got even better. So I was looking forward to both of them having outstanding years.
Seasons,
He seemed like he inspired in the home and he inspired
Absolutely.
outside of the home. And Attorney Crump, where do we go from here? What's next?
Well, the deleted messages that Christina was going to briefly touch on, we want to get the phone and figure that out.
Backtrack on that. When we finally got his phone, me and my sister went through the phone. We went in his Snapchat. He had 2 accounts, absolutely nothing. It wasn't even 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures stay in Snapchat. And I was just like, that can't be. Like, I've seen Nolan whenever he snaps, like when he goes and he's having fun, like he does videos, like there was absolutely nothing, no saved videos. And even
because he was dead. He died. We just don't know when he died. We don't know when he died. But they couldn't find him. He was dead. So we got to go back to when they couldn't find him. Whenever they first couldn't find him, he was dead. Press 1. Now, if I can't find my friend at the beach All right, man. Maybe he went back with some other people. All right, let's go back. There's so many people there. They trying to act like he went out on a boat with 4 white dudes into the middle of the fucking abyss and shit, and it was just them out there. No, there were hundreds of people out there. He just went with some people, but when they got there, everybody knows everybody. It's like they try to make it seem like he just went somewhere and it was just these 4 white dudes and him. Because that's what feeds the racial narrative. Everybody, if you're out there, man. Create an account on OckNationNews.com today. Create an account on OckNationNews.com. They got my other channel. The Ock Nation TV channel has been terminated. The Ock Nation TV channel has been terminated, guys. We need you to, if you want to stay in contact, you can also, you know what? And also you can subscribe to the Ock Nation Discord too. The Ock Nation Discord is on the same site as the live stream, okay? The Ock Nation Discord is on the same site as the live stream. But again, you have to sign in. So you have to sign in to chat on the Ock Nation Discord. So, I can't believe we don't have hundreds of people on the Ock Nation Discord. That's really disappointing, man. Like the Ock Nation live stream, all that stuff is on the same site. It's all on the same website. The Discord, the live stream, all that stuff. The simulcast of this live stream is on OckNationNews.com. The Discord, which I just put the link in the description box. At least get in the Discord so you can chat to other Ock Nation members 24/7. At least get the Discord. If you're gonna watch it on YouTube, at least take 10 seconds to create an account on the Ock Nation Discord. You don't need a. It's not like other Discords where you got to give a hair sample and you got to scan your ID. No, you just put your Google Gmail in and you have a account on the Ock Nation Discord. We only require you to have a Gmail. That's it. We don't require all that other stuff for the Ock Nation Discord. But listen, they're acting like these people are acting like these people are acting. Shout out to Barry, man. Barry says, "You're the real deal, man. Found your channel from watching another channel by some gal named Allison in Virginia Beach years back. Don't know what happened to her. Hey, listen, man. Salute to you, man. Hey, brother. Join the Ock Nation Discord. It's the conversations on the Ock Nation Discord are so. It's so many people talking on the Ock Nation Discord. So many people getting information, giving me information about stuff that I can use on the show. It's crazy, man, that you're not part of that conversation. If you can speak to you can speak to your buddies 24/7. You don't have to only speak to people when you come to the chat. You can speak to them 24/7. I just put the link to the Ock Nation Discord in the comments section. I just put the link to that in the comment section. It's right there. Let's move on.
Sister was like, yeah, that's suspicious,
Michael,
you know.
We're having an independent autopsy done at the behest of his family. Colin Kaepernick helped pay for the independent autopsy.
They throw Colin Kaepernick, they name dropping Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, who gives a fuck of Colin Kaepernick? Colin Kaepernick Only thing Colin Kaepernick got in common with this is he grew up the same way. A biracial kid in an all white in an all white town. Colin Kaepernick. What the fuck?
We flew his body up from Mississippi to D.C. because they wanted an autopsy done by a person with no interaction with the Mississippi law enforcement, because there's an issue of trust here that is really important. And the fact that they keep trying to say, well, suggesting it was a drowning, but nobody out there reported him drowning, it's not adding up, Michael Strahan. It is not adding up.
And honestly, we are doing this because at the end of the day, I would hope any parent would fight for their kids to find out if anything happened, what did happen. So we just want honesty and transparency. We want a thorough investigation. We want that same respect that would be given to anybody else, and that's it. We just want answers.
Well, we really appreciate all of you being here. We hope you get the answers that you deserve to have, and we hope you get the closure that you need. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Mike.
having us.
They don't want to know the truth. That's the craziest thing. These niggas do not want to know the truth online. I want to show you something, right? I'm going to show you something, man. Diabolical, okay? Diabolical. These niggas do not want to know the truth. Yes, we are live and direct here on Ock Nation, the Ock Nation network of channels, man. I am. Hey, Far From Handsome, check your phone now. Far From Handsome, if you're still watching, check your phone. Check it on your phone. I just did a update for the iPhone. For those of you watching on iPhone, I just did an update so that you can see, so that you can unmute. You can unmute on your iPhone. So those of you watching on iPhone, I just did an update. So check that. Yeah. Fucking Tyler Perry and Colin Kaepernick are paying for Nolan Wells' independent autopsy in his funeral. You know how many niggas got killed over July 4th weekend? You know how many niggas got killed? Oh my God. It was at least, if you were counting the Friday, the Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? 150 niggas got murdered. We talking about, we covered a lot of it. We didn't cover all of it, but we covered a lot of it, as only we do. And I'm telling you, you gonna miss me you gonna miss me, man. You gonna miss me if you don't follow me onto my website. You're gonna miss me in the Discord. You're gonna miss me on the live streams. You're gonna miss me in the Discord. You're gonna miss me in the live streams. Let me show you something. This is the Discord right here. This is the Discord right here. Arc Nation Discord on the website. Link. I've been posting the link. Look at all these people. Look at all these conversations going on here. Look at all these you can like, you can dislike, you can reply, you can even DM. Look at all these conversations going on over here. Top comments. Latest comments. Latest comments, top comments. Latest comments, top comments. You can make your own avatar. You see people got their own unique avatars? You can make your own avatar. You don't have to just take the avatar you got. You can make your own avatar. You can upload your own avatar. A lot of robust conversations happening on the Arc Nation Discord all day long. You guys are missing out on it. Back to fucking Tyler Perry and shit. Tyler Perry, fucking Colin Kaepernick. That's a weird. Oh man, hold on. I meant to. Yeah. Yeah, man. This kid was actually there. Okay? This kid was there. I'm going to show you the way they treating this kid online. This kid was actually there. And they are mad at this kid. You hear me? They are mad at this kid. Pissed. Davon. They are pissed at Davon, man. Salute, man. We looking for 10 people to sponsor tonight's programming. Hit the PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. We looking for 10 people to sponsor tonight's programming. Hit the PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat.
Javon, have you seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're hearing an argument between people and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument? You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in the altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So,
so there was a black guy down there losing it, not Nolan. There was a black guy down there losing it. And they were trying to remove him from the boat, which, how you guys think that went, man? Telling the Sun Man to get off the boat. Let's be honest. How do we think that went? How do we think that went? How do we think that went? So there's other Sun men out here losing it.
Yes.
So,
That-
but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into.
And we all know black people sound distinct. White people, black people, Asians, Hispanics, we all sound distinct. Even if you're a black person and you talk like a white guy, you still have bass. You talk like a white guy with bass. If you're a black guy and you talk like, and you speak Spanish with a lot more bass in your voice. Press 1. He said this guy sounded just like Nolan. And he was losing it. He was out of control. It wasn't Nolan, though. So there's another black guy on the island who's out of fucking control. And listen, I don't even think that this guy did nothing to Nolan. I'm just saying, like, this whole notion that it was just Nolan and 4 white people, his 4 white friends, they took him on a trip and then left him in the middle of the ocean. No, this was a huge beach party, hundreds and hundreds of people from the same area. Most of them knew each other, and it was a shit ton of niggas here. It was listen, let me tell you something. It's white girls in bikinis. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's just use our brains, right? Let's just use our brains. If there's a bunch of white girls running around in bikinis, niggas are going to be not far behind. Press 1. Press 1. There's a bunch of little white girls running around in bikinis. Niggas are not far away. Okay? Niggas have picked up the scent. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. We looking for 10 people to sponsor the show today, man. 10 people, man. Come on, man. Sponsor the show. Join my sponsor the show. Join my my Discord. So you can talk to the other Arc Nation members 24/7. We trying to grow, man. I told you YouTube was acting funny, man. And they zapped the Caitlin Clark channel today. The Caitlin Clark channel is gone, guys. So let's and I'm gonna create a new one. I created a new one, don't get me wrong, but let's invest in community, man. You're not gonna get this type of content on YouTube. Who else on YouTube gonna give you this, man? Even the conservative dudes, they can't give you this because they don't think like me, man. They don't think like me, man. They don't think like a detective. The other black dudes don't think like the other black conservatives or the other white conservatives. Tim Pool, all the motherfuckers. They don't think like me, man. Tucker Carlson, what the fuck you? They don't think like me. You said, can I dispute the channel? I already appealed it. They denied the appeal. I already appealed the Snake. They denied it. They denied my appeal like they did what's your face? Like they did Carmelo. They did that. They got back to me in like 30 minutes. Like, yeah, we denied your appeal. They got back to me in 30 minutes. They went and found some old shit on my channel years ago and shit and said, caught you did this wrong, blah, blah, blah. You was scrolling while you were scrolling Twitter. We saw a clip of one of the passing scenes was some woman nude. Like you know how I scroll Twitter? Like one of them passing things had a nude woman on it, like a year ago, and they zapped my channel for it. They went and looked for that shit. They went and sifted through all my shit for it. That's what I'm telling you, man. Join my community, man. We listen, we working on the quality of everything. Everything that's not up to snuff, I'm working it on as I speak, man. Like as I'm speaking, I'm working on making everything better, man. Over there. I got all you guys' complaints about the things that could be better. I got all your complaints about the things that could be better, and I'm working on them as I speak while I'm doing this live stream. You know how many things I'm doing on the live stream? I'm a one-man army, man. I'm working on everything that you guys. Yeah, but y'all not gonna let them squash me though. Y'all not gonna let them squash me. I don't think Ock Nation is gonna let YouTube squash me. I think Ock Nation is gonna support my website, man. I think all of Ock Nation is gonna go to my website, create an account, and take 10 seconds to create an account, and just be in the Discord all the time and watch the live stream over there. Because I'm about to switch my live stream. I don't like my live stream provider, man. I'm gonna switch the live stream provider on my site, man. I'm gonna go with a better live stream provider that has a better stream. Because I don't like the stream on my live stream. It's good, but it's not the best. So I'm gonna go with another company that streams perfect. And I'm working on that as we speak. I'm going with another company that's going to make the stream perfect to where it never drops off, never loads, none of that stuff, which is a perfect stream the whole show. I'm working on that right now as we speak. I'm always working on fixing the channel, on making it nice. So yeah, please support the channel. I'm begging you, man. Because I one thing I want to do is, as much as y'all love the channel, that's how much I love y'all. As much as y'all love this channel and on all my channels, that's how much I love y'all. I enjoy coming here every night and vibing with y'all and bringing people up on the panel and, reading y'all comments. And that's why I created the Discord, so I could talk to y'all all day long, or you could talk to each other all day long, anytime you want. That's why I created the Discord. But yeah, I definitely I get just as much out of this as y'all do. I enjoy doing the live stream. I enjoy coming on here. You say you mining Bitcoin like crazy. You gotta break all that down to me, Snake, one day, man. You gotta send me go to the Discord, man, and tell me about it, man. I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about mining Bitcoin. He said, Ak would have 1 million subs if he just tells the story without 75 repeats and 20 minutes of dead air following a rewing of the knife time of the video. Nah, that's not true, man. That's not why I don't have 1 million subs. That's not why I don't have 1 million subs, man. You got to understand, too, like, some things have to be repeated. Some things have to be repeated. Okay? To put emphasis on it. This kid right here. You say it's partly true though. So you telling me that if I just did the story, went straight through, didn't talk, that it would be that I would have 1 million subs? That's not true. That's not true. There are plenty of channels that's doing that don't have 1 million subs, man. I got to give my perspective. Thank you, man. I got to give my perspective, man. I got to give my perspective. Look at this. Look at this kid, man.
In that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So
describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like, the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have. I know they said they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really?
Okay.
Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir.
Because they are. It's not the cops determined that he drowned. See, this is the thing. They're trying to act like they're going with the internet story. The cops have already wrapped up the case. The cops have already they did their case. This second autopsy, this is fucking Crump and them doing that shit. The case is already solved. This running around all these shows trying to act like it's some big mystery. The cops already investigated and solved the case. The nigga died. He drowned. They said they don't, there's no foul play. The cops already said there's no foul play. The nigga drowned. He don't want the cops having that. For what? What would the cops ask this kid anything? He didn't. It's not a murder investigation. This is not a murder. This is not a suspicious death. This shit is cut and dry to the cops. Yeah, it's like the black student that was found hanging from the tree. Yeah, this shit cut and dry, man. This shit is cut and dry. They trying to make it seem like the cops are following the internet and shit. The cops ain't got nothing to do with the internet, man. The internet has nothing to do with these cops, man. Let me drop the link, man. I'm gonna drop the link right now, man. Salute to everybody, man. This nigga, he said I would have 1 million subs if I did. Listen, I have to repeat things. You got to understand. If I don't repeat things right, if I don't tell people to go to my website, let me tell you something. Who gonna tell them to go to my website? Who gonna tell them about the Ock Nation Discord? Y'all not doing it in the chat. I don't see nobody in the chat shouting out the Ock Nation Discord. I don't see nobody in the chat shouting out the Ock Nation live stream. So, like, how can I don't know how you can say, oh well, you doing too much. How the fuck am I doing too much? I'm the only one that's doing it. I'm the only one that's doing it. I see y'all dropping the links. I salute all the mods dropping the support links. I appreciate that, but I have to shout out the Discord. I have to shout out the website. I have to do that, man. If y'all if that's a problem with you guys, you know, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I'm running a fucking business here, man. This is a business too. This is also a business.
That's
I don't
odd.
see why the cops would have. I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like like I had said my plea, like because whenever I had talked to the people at Sunherd, it was whenever the body was discovered,
Sunherd.
and the autopsy people and all those people were there.
Well, I'll
Not
tell you.
the-
I'll tell you why I'm surprised. Because you knew Nolan well, and you knew that he was friends with these guys who were the last ones to be around him before his body was found, and I would think they would at least want to know, hey, just the things we're asking.
Right.
Did you
Yeah.
ever hear of any of this stuff? It's odd to me.
Just to gather information.
Yeah,
as
that
part
the
of their
cops wouldn't have
investigation.
contacted you. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Like that's my boy, and I want him to find justice. Like that. Like this whole case thing. Like whatever. Like this whole situation, and none of this adds up to me. So like it's really hard. Like for like people to just like keep on saying things when like none of it adds up. Honestly.
Okay, so he was there. This kid was there. He gave his testimony, right? He was actually there. I want you to see what these niggas online are saying about him. This one said, "Where is this kid's parents? Get your child offline ASAP. That young man needs to stay off these internet streets. Everybody is suspect and no friend is exempt. Kid, if you don't see why the cops would have to go talk to you, why in the world would you be talking to TMZ?" That was his best friend, but yet dude ain't shed not one tear. Yo, we see stories where the mama ain't shed no tears. In fact, most of the stories we see when they talking to the mama, she not shed no tears. I'm talking about the day of or the next day. This one says, "I can't tell this kid still doesn't get it. Waste of an interview. He said a lot and still said nothing. Seems like Nolan had all the wrong friends, from white to black. He's way too calm to be best friends. And wow, he said the cops don't need to talk to him. He said, if that's really his boy, why did he refer to Nolan as the body? That seemed really impersonal." These niggas are crazy, man. He didn't want to upset his white friends. These niggas are online attacking that kid, man. They're online attacking that kid. Attacking that kid, man. They're online attacking that kid, man. I mean, just talking crazy shit about this kid. I find it strange. Your best friend just died and you refer to him as a body. It just seems cold. I would have to call my friend's name. This kid seems like he lost, like, wake up, you're naive. This one says, I definitely do not believe they should be interviewing this kid. So now the niggas don't want to hear from people who are actually there. And that's going to be something going forward that you're going to see. They don't want to hear from the people who are actually there. This one says, I pray he gets some discernment. Shaking my head. If he doesn't read the room, a life experience will show him exactly what's going on. This kid isn't one of Nolan's close friends. They sent their token to defend him. To defend them. They sent their token to defend them. No, they're saying that black kid that was talking, that black kid from the interview, he's a token. The white people sent him to get them off the hook. He working for the white people.
Javon, have you seen the video that's been going around social media where people think that they're hearing an argument between people and they're wondering whether or not Nolan is one of the people in that argument? You just described that you had another friend, not Nolan, another friend who was in and got into a dispute. Is that video the other argument that you were talking about?
Yes.
So, but is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away, for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it. So
Describe that. That's kind of interesting. What was that about?
He was just very hostile. Like he was just like really like mad. Like they were just trying to, like, the parents on that boat were trying to get him out.
I'm curious if the police have, I know they said they're still investigating. Did any investigators ever speak to you about what you saw that day?
No, sir.
Really?
Okay.
Cops have not talked to you yet.
No, sir.
That's odd.
I don't see why the cops would have to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like, you know, like I had said my plea, like, because whenever I had talked to the people at Sunherd, it was whenever, you know, the body was discovered and the autopsy people and all those people were there.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm surprised. Because you knew Nolan well, and you knew that he was friends with these guys who were the last ones to be around him before his body was found. And I would think they would at least want to know, hey, just the things we're asking.
Right.
You know, did you ever hear of any of this stuff? It's odd to me.
Just to gather information.
Yeah, that the cops wouldn't have contacted you. Yeah.
And that's fine. Like, I'm completely fine with that. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Like, that's my boy, and I want him to find justice. Like that, like this whole case thing, like whatever, like this whole situation, and none of this adds up to me. So like, it's really hard, like, for like people to just like keep on saying things when like none of it adds up, honestly.
Javon.
Jeez. This woman wrote a poem about Nolan Wells, man. We're trying to get 10 people to sponsor the show tonight, man. We're trying to get 10 people to sponsor. This poem is about Nolan Wells. This woman's an actress. She's been in movies for a long time. This woman's been in movies a long time. Wicked's in the building. What's up, Wicked? What's your thoughts, man?
What's up, man? Yo, I heard that Nolan was about to uncover a systematic mayor's racism against blacks. That's why they had to get rid of him.
He was about to buy NBC.
He was about to buy NBC, I heard.
Yo, oh my God. This woman, this is a famous black actress. Well, she's not famous, but she been around for a while. She's been on a lot of stuff. she wrote a poem about Nolan, the Nolan Wells situation. We're gonna get into this, man. Salute to everybody. Everyone hit that like button. Definitely hit the like button. Also, join the Op Nation Discord. Op Nation Discord is live and jumping 24/7, 365. The Op Nation Discord. You can talk to me or any other Op Nation members 24/7, 365. Salute to all you guys. Let's get into this riveting poem about Nolan Wells, man. Lee.
Stop killing our children, son of a bitch. We don't care if you think you're rich.
If we can pretend, if we can lie.
Yeah.
That was deep, man.
No, I gotta get the whole one, man. What's her name? Jennifer Lewis? I think her name is Jennifer Lewis, man.
Man. Now, was she talking to the Sunman Dope Boys, or who was she talking to?
Nah, she talking to the white man. She ain't told. She would never address the Sunman Dope Boys.
She know better?
She know what style it is, man.
Stop killing our children, son of a bitch. We don't care if you think you're rich. We love our children and the color of their skin, and we're getting tired of being called as the next of kin. You twisted monsters are going too far. Don't you know your own children will suffer if you keep magnifying this civil war? The people are becoming more and more empowered. You can hide your face, but not your soul, coward. Once again, we love our children and the color of their skin.
Man, yo, son people are so fucking delusional, man. Who talks like this, Ike? Name me another group that talks like this.
Is that the right word, delusional?
Man, I mean, I was gonna say, can I say the R word on here?
Racist?
Retarded? I'll say retarded, but
Definitely.
I mean, who talks like this? Who talks like that? You know? I mean, look, some people have this tendency to ignore like the ocean of sons murdered by sons for like the most nothing shit. It just it boggles the mind.
The chat is rocking it. I think the chat is
demonic.
Yeah, they come up with some words. They come up with some words that describe that lady. I think the chat got it, man. The chat is rocking out with this. Shout out chat, man. Y'all are all on it, man. Y'all are all on it, chat.
There's no solution, bro.
And also, why are they letting the fact that he is Filipino sit on the side? That boy is not a nigger. He is a Filipino.
What
I think
is that?
he would identify more as a Filipino than a nigger. Nolan actually hates niggers, if you don't know.
Wait, why is
Filipino.
Why is that crying going so hard right now? Why do you keep saying the song word for?
I don't know, man.
No, what I'm saying is because the thing is I'm not hearing the fact that they are letting the fact that he is Filipino just simmer on the side. They just want him to identify as.
But what I'm wondering, Iconic, is why are you so pointedly attacking some people with that word? Like,
no.
When's the last time that you came across a sun man, bro? Have you ever
I always say that, but
have you ever
I
had a
always say
sun
that.
man in front of you, Iconic?
Sun man, yes, but not niggers. Not niggers. Because there's black people and then there's niggers.
Where did you see a sun man in like when did you last see a sun man in what setting, bro?
An actual
Yeah,
because when you say
in
sun
the
man,
Philippines.
what do you mean? What do you
A
mean sun
brother.
man?
When did you
From
see a
Africa,
brother in
from
front of
the
you in
United
person?
States, like an
No,
African American,
somebody that has melanin.
all the time because we have niggers here also.
What do you mean? Like, okay, explain
But
that
there are
to
also
me.
black people.
Okay,
I hire Africans who are blacks, right?
so
But
there's
I also
Africans in
hire.
the
I also
Philippines.
see the Africans in the Philippines. It's a mixed bag. There are Africans, there are blacks, and there are niggers. The niggers are the ones rapping, um, adding to the street culture,
So
whatever
in the
that is.
Philippines, there's Africans rapping.
African Americans
So
and half, and also half, yeah, African Americans and Filipino Americans that are black.
there's African Americans in the Philippines, and you come across them regularly.
Not on the regular, but I can see them.
Where do you see them at? In the store? And where? In jail?
No, in BGC,
So tell me this.
in the central.
Tell me this. Uh, do you realize that if they play up, right? If the
Mhm.
if the family plays up the Filipino side, the fact that this cat is half Filipino, um,
Mhm.
it will lose a lot of the steam because
That's why. That's the reason why it will definitely lose most of the steam because if even if I think if Nolan is still alive today, um, I think most of his life and also his decision making are influenced by the white people around him. Like
yeah.
what you said yesterday, he is on the market for um, white ass, right? So Caucasian ass.
How do you know she's Filipino? Ironic.
Who? The mom? The
Yeah.
mom? Yes, she is.
No, I know, but like, what do you like? Like, you could tell even the son. He looked like
You can hear an argument going.
You just hear like he looked
He
like one
doesn't
of
look like a full son.
Nah, he don't look like a
It's
full.
almost like he
But
looks like a trigger, like like
but
Chinese
but
and
he's more sun than
black.
Tiger, though, right? He's more sun than
It's
Why?
Tiger.
it's
Why?
it's obvious because you can see his eyes. It's obvious because you can see his eyes. Before even I know that the mom is Filipino, I already know that this is like maybe Vietnamese or Chinese, and then
But he's
it
playing
turned
football,
out that
Ike.
she's
He's playing
Filipino.
Yeah,
football.
but he got the black gene to play football. Yeah.
Right? No, but I think he looks to me more sun than Tiger, though.
No, the hair definitely looks sun.
The hair and the eyes.
Yeah, but
Man, he look
the eyes
that
look tiger. The eyes look
that's a
tiger.
brother. That's a
The
brother,
eyes
Ike,
look
at the end
like
of the
a
day.
tiger.
That's a brother at the end of the day, Ike. Let's be
That's what
real.
you want to believe. That's no, it doesn't look like a full sun to
How
me.
many? Okay, obviously he's not a full son, but we
That's a
see
sun right
sun.
there. That's a sun right there.
We see sun gliders, right? Them are sons.
Nah,
Is
sun gliders are sun gliders, man.
man, them are brothers. Ike. At the end of the day, them brothers.
Well, here's
Let's
the
be
thing.
honest.
Here's the thing, man. So she's clearly like as a Filipino, iconic. As a Filipino, you have no doubt in your mind that this is a Southeast Asian.
I do know that she is, or he is, part
No,
Asian
the
or
mom,
Southeast Asian.
the mom.
I never saw the photo, but I know that she's a
You
Filipino
don't
based
see
on
her?
the news.
You don't see it on the screen right
I never
now?
seen her. I've seen her just right now,
Yeah.
but
What do
I
you
don't need
think?
to see it for me to believe it because it's on the news.
Oh, you knew he was Asian by looking at him. You knew one of his parents was Asian just from looking at him.
Looking at him and then on the actual news
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
his eyes is so far apart from each other. His eyes is like from Sid from Ice Age.
Yeah, and they're a little slanty. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah, his eyes are Asian. Yeah, he's not. But if they play into the Asian side, they have to completely ignore the Asian side because
Yeah,
blacks,
that's what they're doing.
yeah, blacks are
And
on
like
this.
what you said, that's the safest he ever felt around Caucasians. Because if you will be around even regular blacks, you would feel a little bit on edge, right? But most especially around niggers who rap and who street stuff, right? But yeah, I
Hey,
think
yo,
from
do you?
by
Hey,
looking
do
at
you
it,
mind?
it's a riptide.
Yo, can you stop saying
It's a
that
riptide
fucking
in
word,
case of an
bro?
accident.
Yo, Axe
Which one?
channels already antennas, you dumb fuck.
Which one?
The
The
sun
nigger?
word.
I don't think. I don't think it's that. I don't think that's it. It's the topics. It's not the actual words.
So you think
You
you
are a
saying the
dumb fuck.
sun word as you
That's why
are
you
is not
don't
an
know. That's why you
issue?
don't know because you are a dumb fuck. Because you have low IQ, lower than
You're
mine.
you're something else, dude. You're a dumb
No,
fuck.
you are something else because you are a low IQ dumb fuck. I thought that I have the lowest IQ here, but you do
Oh no,
have
you
the
do.
lowest IQ
You
here.
do have the lowest
No, you
IQ.
do.
Don't doubt that.
You do. You do.
You
You
had it right
do.
the first time, you dumbass.
You do, you do, because you hate niggers, but you can't say it. I can. I hate niggers, but not black people, because
You
there's a
don't
distinction.
have a problem with him dropping the sun word like that. I can get in
Yeah,
your
I'm
channel.
Yeah, you
offended.
always have a problem.
I'm offended.
You
Yes,
always have a problem.
Well, look. I kind of you retard. Obviously, I don't give a fuck about the word itself. I'm talking about
You
the
do,
channel
you
getting
do, you
flagged
do.
because
That's
of
why
it.
you're crying about it right now. Yeah, you do. That's why you're crying about it right now.
You know
Dumb
what?
fuck.
I'll agree with you on one thing. You definitely are low IQ.
You are. You
You're
have
right
lower
about
IQ
that
than me.
one.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. That's correct. But you have lower IQ than me.
You think so? I think
Not I think so. I know.
I think
I know
that's your
because I
low
can hear
QI
you.
talking.
I know because I can hear you. I
I
know
think
because I
that's your
can
low
hear you, and I'm
IQ
talking to you right
talking.
now.
That's your low IQ
No, no, no. You
talking.
have lower IQ than me. You have lower IQ than me. It's not even debatable.
So
So
so you
I
think
mean, shut the
I'm
fuck up if you want. If you
so you
want to
think
cry
I'm
all
wrong
day,
for
then
saying that you're dumb for using the song word as you are and risking
you are
our
dumber
channel getting
because you're
flagged?
scared to. You're dumber because you're scared to use it. Although you hate niggers more than I hate niggers. So I think I think you are a pussy first.
Is it
I
me?
think
Is it me,
yeah, you are a pussy. Yeah, you are a pussy, Miguel.
Is it me
So
or am I tripping?
no, you're
you
not
are
tripping.
tripping.
I'm
You're
not
not.
tripping, right? Then why are you allowing this
Let's
dumbass to?
let's move iconic. They just nixed my other channel. They nixed my channel. I created a website. Nobody's signing up for the website, so we got to try to stay on YouTube as long as possible because nobody's signing up for the website. Nobody's signing up for the Discord. Nobody's signing up for the shit that I created. So we got to try to stay on YouTube as much as possible, man, as long as possible. So yeah, chill with the N word. Just call them sun turds, man, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you. It's the same feeling. We all know what a sun turd means. You know what I'm saying? Or you can
Yes,
come
but
up with your
it's
own
just
term.
He
it
How
just
about
he
this?
it
he,
How about
he
this? How
might
about
not
this?
know. He might not know. You might have to
Yeah.
slow walk him. You know.
How about this? How about this? How about this? Akron, come up with your own term for them. Think about it. Sleep on it and come up with a term that
I keep it with the snow word. I keep it with the snow word.
you okay. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, this is this is this right here is a tiger. You're saying that like you don't even like there's no question that this is a tiger.
Now that I see her,
She's
I
a
actually
dirt
don't know.
tiger.
She looks like half black and half Vietnamese to me when I see her,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe some other Southeast Asian type. Yeah,
Okay.
but not full sun or not full tiger.
Okay.
She's a coal burning tiger. A
Look at
dirt tiger.
Yeah,
look at your boy. Yo,
Man, living his best life out here,
hey,
dog.
listen, there's nothing wrong with this. He look like Bronny. Bronny
yeah,
James.
yeah, yeah.
This is a prime
But
picture right here.
this one on here is like a Latina.
This one
So
may be now. These are white girls, man.
Yeah.
Do
Oh
eyeshadow. She
no,
got
that's not a
eyeshadow.
Latina.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
a Latina.
eyeshadow. Yeah,
Okay.
she's got some
so
eyeshadow.
we know that white girls don't like tigers, but white girls do like brothers. So I wonder, she like the half of him, not the other half.
Yeah, he a football player. He tall. Look how tall he is, man. He a
That's what I'm
football
saying. That's a brother. Come on, man, stop playing
Yeah,
with me,
six
bro.
one. Yeah, he's 6'1".
Yeah, man. He's strong.
He
He's
like Yao
strong.
Ming. Yeah, him and Yao Ming the same.
You seen him with his shirt off. He had the six pack and everything, man. This dude is out there. He's swimming in women with their own condominiums, man. He out here fucking out both pants legs, especially in a white town. And he friends
That,
with white dudes. So the
that's why they
white
got him
girl,
out the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
white girl could chill around him and be around her own people because his male friends is white. So it's like, yeah, man, he fucking the shit out these white girls, man. Come on, man, let's stop it. Look how
He's
happy.
like, he kind of reminds me of Tiger Woods. Now that you mention it,
Yeah, Tiger Woods, man. Yeah.
he loved himself some glider queens too, didn't he?
Okay, so here we go. It says, update. According to his white friends, they said, oh, this is from 3 days ago. I don't know read that shit. But 3 days ago. So much has happened since then. But yeah, so like you think any of these people are thinking about where's Nolan? No, they're thinking about how they're gonna get their dick sucked. Like seriously, like they keep saying, well, you didn't know where Nolan was at this time. You didn't know. No, we're all just chilling.
Right.
Fun. Like Nolan somewhere out. Like we came with Nolan, but I'm hollering at this bitch right now. Can you like they make it seem like everybody knew Nolan was gonna die.
Mm. It's
You
like,
know?
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah. None of these people knew that their lives were gonna be turned upside down. They're just hanging. And Nolan is somewhere drowning. And they're just hanging. It's as simple as that. And
That's what it sounds like.
That's what the police concluded. That like, yo, there's no foul play here. He drowned.
Right.
That's the case.
Yo, I heard. Yo, I heard that they had a noose on the boat, Chief. It was a noose.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I bet they did have a noose on the boat, man.
Can you imagine we'd never hear the end of it? If there was an actual noose on there, like a noose for a reason, though, not just like I hate some people noose.
To hold the booze, you mean like to pull
Right.
the boat? Like they had a rope to pull the
To
boat?
dock it or some shit.
A rope to dock the boat. They gonna say that was a
They had a noose.
that would not be like seriously that if
It's
there was a
plausible.
rope on there, yeah, that's gonna be a huge problem for these white people.
Man, that would be so cool to hear the black Twitter streets talk about it. Man, that shit would be something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Amazing Disgrace. And all you guys watching on Rumble, I'm working on that. I'm working on this stream for the website now. A lot of things that's on the website, I'm fixing as they go. If you notice that, right? The DM situation. Now you can DM each other. You can chat in the regular Discord, and you can direct message people the way you can talk to them privately in the Discord. You got all those features are there, man.
Yeah, I was looking at the site, man. It keeps getting better. I was looking at it earlier today.
Yeah, so it's like the streaming is I'm going with a new streaming. So tomorrow we will be with a new streaming service, and we won't have the same issues. But salute to all you people that are watching there. You know, it's buffers every couple of minutes, but we're going with a new streaming service for right now, and I'm actually working on it right now. But salute to all you guys, man. That went over to Rumble to watch it. Shout out to all you people over there, man. We're gonna keep getting the channel gonna keep getting better and keep getting stronger. And I'm gonna keep, building up stuff to it, making it better. Make sure you
it looks good.
Yeah, make sure you do get the at least join the site though.
Yeah.
Join the site, man. It's worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. Take 10 seconds Imagine if it took like 2 minutes to join my site. I wouldn't have nobody over there. It takes 10 seconds, but we could barely get people to join the site, and it take 10 seconds. If it costs 2 minutes, man, I would be screwed, man. Press 1.
Yo, I like the angle you were going with it the other day. As far as the Sun detectives, getting some maybe just focus on a couple other unsolved cases in Blackistan, perhaps.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
could find it, in them. I know
yeah.
this Nolan one and the Glider one. It's we want to solve that one for sure, but there's a lot of unsolved mysteries in Blackistan.
Every day, every day.
After watching the press conference that Nolan Wells' parents did alongside Ben Crump and Reverend Al Sharpton, there are even more important key details that have come out that we need to be talking about. Let's start with the fact that the parents went to the exact location where the body was found the day before the body was found, and there was no body there. Yes, you heard me correctly. So Nolan Wells' father says in the press conference that he didn't have access to a boat to go and look for his son that night. So early that morning, 5 o'clock in the morning the next day, one of his coaches called Nolan Wells' father and said that he would take them out on a boat. They went out to the island looking for Nolan. They looked all over the island and could not find him. Now, it's also important to note
his body hadn't washed up yet. These are things that detectives would just automatically conclude, like the body hadn't washed up yet. The body was still in the water. You know what I mean? Like these nigga questions is everybody stumped by, and these niggas, they can't figure out why this happened. The detectives who work these cases, they've worked other drownings. They've worked other cases like this. You know what I mean? This isn't the first time they've seen somebody drown, especially at a fucking lake. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Niggas drown all the time, okay? Let's be honest, man. Like, if we're gonna be honest, if we're gonna talk here, we're gonna be honest, man. You come to
people
our
do.
nation for honesty, and
Right.
and I'm gonna give it to you, man. I'm gonna keep giving it to you. That's why you come here. Look at this. One day ago,
Are learning more about a young man who drowned after jumping off a boat into Alatoona Lake over the 4th of July weekend. Friends tell us they don't know why he never resurfaced, and they're devastated. The man lived in Lilburn in Gwinnett County, and Channel 2's Tom Regan is live there now. And Tom, friends say this young man was extremely giving and talented.
same thing they said about Nolan Wells.
The friend I spoke with, Say O'Meal, as he was known, studied animation at SCAD and was currently attending classes at Gwinnett College. Both she and everyone who was on that boat is still in disbelief over what happened.
I can't put a pin on what I feel.
This nigga drowned over the 4th of July weekend. Okay? 92,000 people have seen this video. It is 1 day old on the Atlanta news station. Why is this nigga not a big story? Because his pride was he was out there with all niggas. It was no white people involved. There were no white people. I bet you there's more red flags in this story than it is in the Nolan Wells story.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, I remember reading a story around here that talked about how some people that go on boats in the lake here, they're at higher risk of drowning because they don't know how to swim.
Exactly.
What was that?
Swim.
They don't know how to swim, and they're not keen on safety, I guess.
Yeah, they don't take safety precautions, and they can't swim.
Happened.
I can't put a pin on what I'm feeling. Just feels like a void, just space.
And Jerian Giles says it's difficult to describe her feelings of pain, the depth of sorrow over the sudden loss of her beloved friend Fidel Ojuwan, better known as O'Mill.
He was an artist. He was a brother, a son, a friend. He was a person that always had a smile on his face, always put a smile on other people's faces. He was joy. He was an emulation of joy.
And Jerry and O'Mill joined other friends for a boat outing on Allatoona Lake July 5th, something they've done many times before. At one point, they stopped the boat, and O'Mill jumped in the water to cool off, not far from the boat. She says he knew how to swim, but suddenly he went under.
It was literally a split second. Everything was okay, and then everyone was like, "Where's O'Mill?" He just went down the water. There was no fight, no nothing, just sunk.
Department of Natural Resources, assisted by Bartow County Fire and Rescue, began searching the waters using sonar equipment. Around midnight Monday, they recovered the remains of O'Mill. And Jerry says her 28-year-old dear friend never met a stranger, loved to laugh, dance, and lift the spirit.
This is more red flags than the Nolan Wells story. He just jumped in the lake and he went down and he didn't come back up.
I mean, that's probably what happened to Nolan, let's be honest.
This happened the same weekend. This nigga drowned the same weekend Nolan Wells drowned. You ain't hearing a peep about it. Because it wasn't no white people around.
And everything was okay, and then everyone was like, "Where's O'Mill?"
He jumped in, everything was okay. Then everyone was like, "Where's O'Mill? Why did y'all jump in after him? Why did y'all leave? Why did y'all leave? Where all these black people worried about O'Mill? They don't give a fuck about O'Mill. They don't care. They don't give one fuck about O'Mill because O'Mill was around a bunch of black people, and they can't blame it on white people. That makes y'all some sick bastards. Press 1. That makes y'all blacks some sick bastards. We're looking for 10 people to sponsor the show tonight, man. We need I think like 6 more to sponsor the shows. Please sponsor the show via PayPal, Cash App, the Buy Me a Coffee app. All the links in the description box. Or if you're on OckNationNews.com watching, or if you're on Rumble watching, you can hit the super chat. You guys on Rumble can hit the super chat. You guys on OckNationNews.com can hit the super chat. The only place we don't have a super chat is on YouTube. They ain't gonna tell you about this. Them other channels not gonna cover this other black person who died drowning the same weekend. Press 1. I want to know who I want to know who I'm working with here. None of these other channels, none of these other content creators gonna cover the other nigga that died around a bunch of black people the same weekend Nolan Wells died. That's literally getting no attention from the black community. They're not going to talk about it because they want clicks and views too. They want clicks and views too, even the conservative ones. I think black conservatives' perspective might talk about it if one of y'all send it to them. But the most of them, they don't care about this fucking guy. He ain't getting no fucking clicks. You ain't getting no clicks talking about this fucking guy. What's his name? What the fuck is his name?
Had a smile on his face. Always put a smile on other. I can't put a pin on what I'm feeling.
She and everyone who was on that boat is still in disbelief over what happened.
I can't put a pin on what I'm feeling. Just feels like a void, just space.
And Jerry Giles says it's difficult to describe her feelings of pain, the depth of sorrow over the sudden loss of her beloved friend Fidel Ojuan.
Fidel Ojuan. Fidel Ojuan.
Now, is that a tether name or not?
They both tethers. Shit, that other boy tether his mother Filipino.
Yeah, you got Mayo Monkey in the back.
Oh, Mayo Monkey. Mayo Monkey? What the fuck? Shout out to Mayo Monkey. This is one of the Ock Nation legends. Everybody give a round of applause to Ock Nation legend. Okay, this is a legend. This guy is like he's Ock Nation royalty.
What's up, gentlemen?
Yeah, if y'all don't, a lot of people don't know. He ain't been around in a couple of years, so a lot of these people don't know. He's Ock Nation royalty.
Has it been years?
It's been years since he's been on his consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, consistent. Yeah.
What's up, man? How's everything going, brother?
Oh man, just watching all this shit fall apart, dude. It's hilarious.
So what are your thoughts, man, about this, man? A lot of people saying that you can't trust him. You can't go with white friends. You gonna go out with white friends, you got to make sure you're not the only black person.
Sir, let's be honest. The most dangerous place for a black child is in his mother's womb. Number one, because of abortion, right? Number one.
Jeez.
That's just a fact. Number two is next to another black youth. Those are the two most dangerous places for a black kid. Period. That kid was safe as a kitten with them boys.
That is true. That is true. It don't get safer than that, let's be honest.
No, it don't.
They out there, right? And that's probably what happened. He probably dove off the fucking boat, hit his head on the bottom, and nobody saw it.
Or
that same exact scenario happened the next day on that same island. And nobody noticed the guy floating at the front of the boat for like 20 minutes before they pulled him out.
Hold on, another person drowned on that same island where?
Yes, the next day. He dove off the boat, hit his head on the bottom, knocked himself out, and drowned.
You have the story? Do you have the story?
If you look it up and use Google AI, you can look it up. It literally happened the next day.
Can you give me a name or something to point me in the right direction?
Let me look for it.
Please, man, because I want to share. Because let me finish this story with this black guy, Fidel Ojuwan, who died the same weekend, drowned under more suspicious circumstances. Nobody gives a fuck.
Better known as O'Mill.
He was an artist. He was a brother, a son, a friend. He was a person that always had a smile on his face, always put a smile on other people's faces. He was joy. He was an emulation of joy.
And Jerry and O'Mill joined other friends for a boat outing on Allatoona Lake July 5th, something they've done many times before. At one point, they stopped the boat, and O'Mill jumped in the water to cool off, not far from the boat. She says he knew how to swim, but suddenly he went under.
It was literally a split second. Everything was okay, and then everyone was like, where's O'Mill? He just went down the water. There was no fight, no nothing, just sunk.
Department of Natural Resources, assisted by Bartow County Fire and Rescue, began searching the waters using sonar equipment. Around midnight Monday, they recovered the remains of O'Mill. And Jerry says her 28-year-old dear friend never met a stranger, loved to laugh, dance, and lift the spirits of everyone around him.
He was just joy. He was joy. He made sure that everyone around him knew that they were loved. And you'd never doubt it.
A GoFundMe has been set up to help the family with funeral expenses. You can find out how to donate at WSBTV.com. Live in Gwinnett County, Little Bird, Tom Regan.
You got it? You got it, Mel?
I'm looking for it.
Okay. But yeah, but don't worry about it. This right here is enough, though. This, and then look. Oh, you got me. You gotta mute me. You got me.
Echo.
Yeah, echoing, man. But yeah, this. Why ain't nobody talking about this though? This we covered this last night. Why ain't nobody talking about this?
Over to Simpson County as a judge rules there is enough evidence for the case against a teen accused in the killings of Billy and Carol Blair, a couple respected and beloved throughout the community. Charged in their murder is 17-year-old Cordarius Hobbs, who went before a judge today. 12 News' Danielle Willis has more from inside the courtroom.
The state called one witness, an NBI investigator who testified about the timeline of the investigation and the evidence collected from the scene. 17-year-old accused Cordarius Hobbs. Charges include
a double homicide. You have numerous amounts of an aggravated assault and a burglary of a dwelling.
During testimony, the court heard investigators recovered approximately 280 casings and rounds from the scene, while DNA, fingerprint, and ballistic testing remain pending. The defense argued those findings should be considered as the case continues.
The officer said, no one identified him as being the shooter. And we had quite a time gap here. And so I was just trying to point out to the court that there was certainly enough doubt to just let the grand jury decide that bit, put him an available bond on that.
The defense also questioned parts of the investigation while arguing there are still unanswered questions surrounding the evidence.
One of the victims was shot twice on one side of the head and once on the other. I think that's pretty compelling that somebody else may have been in there.
Stuff was happening over there the night before. Find out exactly what's going on. It's more to this here word project than I think folks let know.
Newsom tells me the last month has been difficult.
Even the people that got killed, I know they family suffering too. This is something that anybody.
That nigga killed these people, shot these people in their head, broke in their house and shot these people in their fucking head. And
Sir, he was just there to cut their grass or something. They tried something with him.
And we talking about motherfucking what's his name? Nolan. Look at Atlanta. Look at what niggas is doing in Atlanta right now. Nobody want to talk about.
First at 11, we are staying on top of breaking news out of the Old Fourth Ward in Atlanta. Tonight, police are still trying to figure out what led up to a deadly quadruple shooting. We first broke this story for you tonight at 6 as we brought you live coverage from the scene along Boulevard near Angier Avenue outside of the Station 464 apartment complex. 11 Live's Cody Alcorn has moved from the crime scene over to Grady Hospital where the victims were taken. Cody, what do we know about the 4 people shot here?
Well, Jennifer, sadly, an 18-year-old who was rushed to the ER here lost his life. We also know a 16 and 17-year-old were brought here along with a 23-year-old woman who police describe as an innocent bystander. And just recently, in the last few hours, we learned the 3 victims who are here are in stable condition. So here's what we know at this hour, Jennifer. This all started around 5:30 this afternoon. Witnesses say they heard a barrage of gunfire outside their apartments at the Boulevard. APD says the 18-year-old who died ran inside the entrance of the building and collapsed. The other 3 victims were found outside Station 464 where the shooting happened. APD says several people ran from the scene, but officers were able to detain several of them. The agency not yet calling them suspects, still trying to figure out who was all involved and how they were involved in the shooting. Boulevard was closed for hours as those who live at the complex watched their building turn into a crime scene.
It hasn't been crazy per se here, but it's normally crazy like behind us, the side of us and stuff. It ain't never hit this close.
Like I spoke to, it doesn't look like there's any known threats, but I would say, if you see somebody doing something they shouldn't, a little illegal, call 911. That's what we're here for.
Cody, earlier during our 11 Alive 24/7 stream, we learned that the ATF responded to this situation as well.
Yeah, Jennifer, I actually saw ATF agents walking around the crime scene, looking at some of those shell casings we saw on that scene. I actually asked APD about the ATF's involvement in this homicide investigation.
They help us out with our ballistic evidence. We did recover a couple firearms, so we usually call them in and they assist us with getting our ballistics process.
Yeah, somebody probably had a switch.
Jeez, look at that shit.
Over to Simpson County.
Look at that shit, man.
As a judge ruled.
This is downtown, broad daylight. This is not like in the hood.
I mean, what's the difference nowadays?
They getting bolder, man. Good neighborhoods are only usually good in the daytime. And that ain't even true now.
Folks, we continue to seek answers into the mysterious death of Nolan Wells, the 18-year-old African-American who was found dead in Mississippi after he went out boating with a group of white friends on.
Just the way they framing it is insane, man.
And Ben Crump today on GMA said he was the only black kid out there. And you look at the picture, and there's at least 30.
What does that matter too? Like, think about it. If the roles were reversed and the kid had been stabbed to death, let's just say he wasn't drowned, wasn't no mistake. The kid had been stabbed to death or shot, and you said he went out with his black friends, they would lose their. That would be the story now. Somebody said, whatever news person said, he went out with his black friends. That would be a bigger story than the actual murder. Yet, these motherfuckers get to frame this shit like going out with your white friends is a death sentence. It's crazy. Insane.
On July 4th. Independent autopsy is being done on his body. The Mississippi officials say they continue this investigation. And again, we continue to, ask the critical questions. What happened? What happened to this young man? And how did he end up dead? Joining us right now is Christine and Elmore Wansley, the parents of Nolan Wells, also the attorney, Ben Crump. I'm glad to have all three of you here. Certainly our condolences go out to you, Christine and Elmore, on the loss of your son.
Go ahead.
They doing a lot of investigating in New York City?
They went up to New York, to go to see the Good Morning America. They couldn't do it via satellite. They had to leave where their son's body was found to go to New York.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, don't it? Yeah. Wouldn't you want to be there if they found something?
Yeah, at that lake. You want to be at that lake 24/7. Get a beach house down there at that lake. Make sure you can. But here's another thing, though, Mayo. The police have completed the investigation. So, like, there really is nothing to do down there.
No, but Ben Crump, man, he got it all. He got it all. He knows all already.
Yeah.
He knows their stories don't line up, even though he's never heard their stories, never read a report, never talked to anybody.
Never talked to anybody.
Thank you. I want to be clear in terms of trying to understand this timeline. What time did Nolan go out?
His audio is garbage.
With his friends. What time did they go out boating on July 4th?
So that was sometime in the morning. I don't have the exact time. I do still have his information up on the Life 360, but it was earlier in the morning on July the 4th.
So they don't know the exact time. Wow.
That seems a little odd, don't it?
Not really, but I mean now, like I think you could not know the exact time. Like a kid did something. Like they're all fucking drinking and smoking weed, and they're all having fun.
I mean, you think she would have told? You think she would have told the investigators exactly what time he left, right?
Yeah.
So she should know that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, unless she's so doped up on
July 4th.
I mean, she looks fine. She looks like she's fine.
We're going out for the day boating. Was this something that he had previously done with his group of friends?
Yes, it was, and there was no issues, and my son came home.
Yeah, because he didn't drown those times.
So, did he indicate for you what time they're going to be coming back?
No, like his dad has stated in multiple interviews, it was his last hurrah before reporting back to school. So we were just, going to let him have that time to really just decompress because, football can be a lot on you, especially too, he was a student athlete. So he wasn't just, doing one thing. He was having to manage both.
Because community college football is serious business.
Evening.
He said community college football.
That's serious business, sir.
Community college football.
Man, what a shame, bro. These two clowns down here, man, for them to do that to their sons, tragedy, it's pathetic, bro. It's unfortunate.
Oh, did you hear the father's story about picking up the car keys?
Nah.
Oh, yeah. He brought 2 other YNs with him to pick up the car keys, and they started a fight with his friends at the house he left his car keys.
Where's that? Yo. Where's that story?
Yeah, we're going to start seeing...
I think he said it on Good Morning America or TMZ.
Man, we're going to need receipts, man. You're dropping out a lot of sun, like... I heard from his baby mama's cousin.
Damn, I didn't hear that part.
Arrives.
You said something in the Good Morning America interview?
Yeah, I think it was either Good Morning America or TMZ, or maybe even the news conference they did at the NAN.
And accountability. The family of Nolan Wells about to speak there in New York on the unanswered questions surrounding the death of their 18-year-old son, Al Sharpton, at the mic right now.
Who have already, in my judgment, seemed to have mishandled where it was going.
He already shitting on the police. He don't know he don't have a fucking clue about anything, and he's shitting on the police.
No, he don't even know what day it is. Old fucker.
Yo, this shit is diabolical, man. We're looking for 6 more people to sponsor tonight's programming, man. We in hour 3, man. We're in the hour 3. We get some people to support the show. Hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, hit the Buy Me a Coffee link. We have some people to sponsor today's program.
You still got PayPal app?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
All right. Hold up, man.
Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, man. Listen, man. Salute to everybody watching on Rumble, everybody watching on OckNationNews.com, man. The Discord is open 24/7. The Discord is even open now. If you got something you want to talk about in the Discord, they talking about all that stuff now. While the show's going on. We are in the building. Let's see. Reverend Al.
Because to just immediately, before a week time, saying there was nothing done wrong.
Before a week time. What world does he live in where the police have to wait a week before they determine what happened? You determine what happened when you determine what happened. If they showed up there in the first minute and they seen, okay, this is what happened. If it's an hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, 2 days later, whenever they finish the investigation, that's when they finish the investigation. They don't have to investigate for a whole week because black people online is upset. They determined it was a drowning, just like all other drownings that weekend, or any other weekend when people go out on boats. They determined it was a drowning. No foul play was involved. And they've moved on.
When we hear that this young man was engaged in some kind of argument that was on tape.
Was it him on the argument? He wasn't the one in the argument. That's not concluded. No one's concluded that he was the one arguing.
That his cell phone and keys ended up with one of the people that were there on the island and got away.
You can't swim with your keys in your pocket. You don't want to have your cell phone if you're swimming in the water.
Man, they're bringing out all the big guns for this one, huh?
Yeah, we got Reverend Al.
Yikes. Yo, man, that department, that department is working they on eggshells right now. You know, though anyone working this case, they gotta make sure that they're not doing any typos on their reports. I can't imagine, you feel me?
Yeah. This is
Yeah, the Coast Guard already messed up because they claimed that nobody had reported him missing before the parents did. But his friend, one of the ones on the boat, actually reported him missing at 11 o'clock that night, an hour before the parents reported him missing.
It was a what do you call it? The Cajun Navy was down there.
Yeah, that was the next morning though. This was 11 p.m. 4th of July night when his friend, one of the friends he was on the boat with, called the Coast Guard and said he was missing.
Okay.
And the parents called at midnight, an hour later.
Okay, I got you. I got it. Now,
so all this lying that their friends didn't tell nobody is bullshit.
Wow. That's and they're gonna keep going with the lies. Like the lies, this is not something that's gonna be won in court. This is all public opinion. It's just like Carmelo Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about the trial. They had a trial, and after the trial, black people were still going with narratives after the fucking trial.
They're still making shit up. Well, guess whose second autopsy we still waiting to hear about? Remember Trey Reed in Mississippi?
Yeah.
We still waiting to see that second autopsy that showed all that damage to him, ain't we?
Yeah, and the footage, man, because remember they had footage of him walking out into the fucking
out to the trees.
Salute to Mayo. Shout out to you, Mayo. This is bizarre, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. This right here is fucking bizarre that these people act like this. Like, why are they like this?
DNA.
It's no reason to be like this. There's no reason to be like this. You shouldn't be like
there is, though. I hate to say it, and that's money.
Yeah.
Because this is hundreds of thousands of dollars. They already got over 300,000.
That's true.
And Tyler Perry is paying for the funeral.
Yeah. No, you're
and
right.
they met Spike Lee. They celebrities now.
I mean, when you put it that way, that makes sense.
There are other kids all gonna get scholarships for college now off this shit.
Yeah. What do they need to go fund me for? I don't know. I don't understand.
To pay for a funeral that fucking that Tyler Perry's paying for, or to pay Ben Crump and his cronies to do some bullshit investigation.
Right. To pay for that Mercedes Benz.
They probably gonna buy a boat, go hang out on the island.
Ironically, they're gonna buy a boat. Wouldn't that be like a twist? Like, damn, that's deep.
Yo, that's crazy, man. These people black people are really, really crazy, man.
Well, because he was talking about, it don't make sense. The body just showed up on the island all of a sudden.
Yes, it does.
Right. Well, I spent a little time around water in my days, salt water included. And I know that In warm water, it takes about 24 to 48 hours for a body to float due to gas buildup from the rotting corpse. You know what the water was on that island that day?
What?
83 degrees, sir.
Wow.
Yes, 83 degrees.
So it took a lot longer.
No, it took less time. That he got up fast because the warmer it is, the faster the bacterial growth. And the more gas is going to build up.
Wow.
So the body came up on time.
This is all stuff that the detectives would know. Like, you know what I mean? Crump and Sharpton, they don't give a. They don't even know that that's important. With the degrees of the and the black people line don't even care. Like they don't give a fuck. They just want to. You know.
Man, and with AI nowadays, you ain't even got to be smart. You just got to know how to ask questions.
Jeez.
I mean, you don't even have to Google shit no more.
Wow.
So spelling don't matter. You can talk to it.
I mean, AI is like Google, basically, right, Mayo?
Yeah, but you can talk to it.
Yeah, it can conversate.
And you can ask it specific, detailed questions. You know,
and it conversates. Yeah, that's true. But Google does kind of the same thing in its own right, right?
Yeah. But it's much easier now. And then you can really dig down into the answers. You don't have to keep clicking different links and asking different questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And it takes less time to do that than it does to edit one of these videos for YouTube. Yet none of them have done it. Not a fucking one of them.
Black folk not gonna be interested in nothing technical like that, right? Black folk, I'm telling you, man, they just want to hear lies. That is it.
And blame shit on demons and mental health.
And white folks.
Yeah, white people.
Well, that's the demons.
True.
Yeah, white folk, that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
White people is like all these black people saying all this shit about, yeah, my mom told me don't go. If I'm gonna go around white people, make them feel. I've never heard any of that shit a day in my life.
Man,
well,
but if
that magic talk they get right about driving while black.
You're right.
And they never listen.
They don't listen to them. Man, if I was a glider, I'd love to hear that. Like, don't bring your kids around gliders. It's dangerous.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially them white girls, they ruin your life.
Shit.
Make you happy, cook your meals, keep your house clean. That's just terrible.
Talk to you like a fucking man, like they got some halfway respect for you.
Ain't trying to fuck all your friends.
Black with 3 young white men who happen to end up with his phone, happen to end up with his keys. Then there's just too many questions.
All right, let's talk about that real quick.
Closing the investigation.
Right. There's no phone service on the island or internet. So why would he carry his phone with him? See, in lake boat culture, right? Everybody ties their boats together so you can just walk across the different boats. But you can't do that on the ocean because you have things like tides and waves. And the boats would be smashing into each other all day.
Mm.
So they got to jump into the water to get to another boat. And if the phone don't work, why the fuck would you carry it around and get it wet?
Mm.
How am I supposed to get these white girls' numbers?
They can still, motherfuckers write shit down. Give an email, Instagram. You think these people giving phone numbers? They giving Instagram.
Same difference.
Yeah. But there ain't no service out there. So why the fuck would he carry a phone?
Great point, man.
Why would he bring his car keys out there to lose them?
Oh my God, man.
But that's almost irrelevant, though, right? The fact that they did have his property. I mean, what does that imply?
Well, no, what it says is it's normal behavior to not jump in and out of the ocean with your phone on you. It's normal to leave it on the boat.
Right, right. So what you're saying is they had it because he left it on the boat.
Yes.
Right.
But Al Sharpton can't seem to understand that. Because he ain't never been in water past his knees.
Now, I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm a little different than some of y'all. I was built different. My nose is out here, my eyes are here, my brain is here, which means some things I could smell before I could see and before I can figure out. This does not smell right. So some people are saying, Reverend, are y'all bringing in race? Well, we're not bringing in race, but we're not discounting race either, because we don't know what it is. So to tell us don't rush to judgment saying it was racist is fine. But then I'm telling you, don't rush to judgment saying it was not racism, because we do not know. We do know what these parents are being told, and what the parents have now shared with us does not make sense. How do you end up a young, promising football player, not in trouble, mother and daddy at home, everything we tell them to do and be? They go on the 4th of July, on the anniversary of this country, going to an island, we're outing with his friends, and the friends come back, and he's left there with some story about, he said, leave them behind. But then by some magic, one of the friends has his keys and his phone. Mind you, his mother tracked down the phone. They didn't voluntarily tell her they had his phone. They didn't voluntarily say they had the keys. So if they had not been tracked down, we don't know if they ever would have known where.
Wow. And this takes me back to like when I was younger, man. It's just something about this feels like, because of the way blacks are doing it, like the 80s, like before like DNA and before all these advanced,
before body cameras.
Yeah, they're making it seem like this. They're making it seem like this is a case, a mystery.
Yes,
this
sir.
is not no mystery. The cops, they did the investigation. You don't know anything about the investigation and don't want to know. That's another thing about blacks. They don't. If you were to do a video saying everything the cops said they found that came to them to draw that conclusion, blacks wouldn't watch that video. They would be pissed off, man. Oh, they lied.
Some of this doesn't make sense. So we are absolutely in National Action Network and other groups going to rally behind this family. I have told them that whatever we can and need to do, we will do it, because this smacks of some of the worst fears that we've had historically, not only in Mississippi, but in this country. And we are there until the end with them. I've been asked by the family to be in Mississippi for the funeral to officiate, which I'm going to do. We just got off the phone with Tyler Perry, the actor who says he wants to help cover whatever expenses for the funeral. We have with us Spike Lee is in the house. Many of our people that have always supported families are there. This is not about them trying to raise money. We're going to take care of that. This is about, though, they got to keep going forward. But we want justice, and let the chips fall where they may. If it ends up being one way that we suspect was wrong, fine. But if it's another way, don't back up and play games with this. They are not activists or lawyers. So they only want justice for their son. I'm an activist. When we get there and they say we heating things up, that's what we do. Because sometimes you got to make people sweat to get the poison out their system. I'm the sweat man. And they are the parents that want to see justice for their son. Let you hear from Christine and Elmer Wansley and then Attorney Crump. Let them hear.
Hey, Ack.
Okay, Attorney Crump, and then we hear from the parents.
What's the chances that they're going to accept a drowning?
No, never. 50 years from now, they're going to still be saying white people killed this boy. Nobody, even if the cops don't question anybody, and they just tell people like this was a drowning, we've already investigated, we're moving on. 50 years from now, niggas will be like, man, I'm just being Mississippi racist, man. You get out, them the white people racist down there, man.
They Emmett Tilled that boy.
Yep. These white people don't know that they're never getting out of this. There's no like, oh, let me come forth and tell my side of the story. Nah, it's really gonna work. Man.
I think it's more dangerous for white people to have black friends, because if something happens to them while they're near them, they're instantly to blame.
What do you mean?
They ruin your entire fucking life ahead of you if something happens to your black friend and you're around, right?
You know what? I think it's more dangerous because the sons will kill him.
Even if it's not violent, it's still going to destroy him. I mean, look at that kid with that Indian in DC.
What's his name? God damn. He sued everybody. Yeah. What's that kid's name? Yeah.
Nick something, right?
Nick something. Nick Shirley. No, not Nick Shirley. Nick what the fuck is that kid?
I can't even remember, man. That's so long ago. But the last thing I remember,
Nick Sandman.
Yeah, Sandman. Yep.
He didn't, and he just stood there, like his crime was standing there
with a nervous smile.
and I mean, he got drugged through the fucking mud, man. That shit was funny.
Well, that and the last thing I remember, right, with this kind of setup, remember when all them black people went down to Mexico?
Yes.
And they beat up that girl and she wound up dead?
Forgot her name too. What was her name? Something.
And then they all came back and shut the fuck up?
Yeah. There was outrage, but it wasn't like
this.
No. But that goes back to my point I just made about the specter of violence. That's what I find more alarming.
Yeah.
That they could besmirch you, they could like slander you is one thing, but that they could hurt you physically, that's another.
Yeah, but that doesn't even have to happen. Something just has to happen to the black kid for the white people to be blamed.
Wow. Nick Sandman. Jeez. He's rich. He is rich right now.
Good. He sued the right people.
Yeah.
Have that time.
Yeah. These.
Go back to that act and go to where the dad's speaking.
At the Al Sharpton thing?
At the Nan one. Because he says he showed up to the house with two other boys.
And they are the parents that want to see justice for their son. Let you hear from Christine and Elmer Wansley and then Attorney Crump. Let them hear.
Let's do it first.
Okay, Attorney Crump, and then we'll hear from the parents.
Okay. Thanks, Red. Y'all can come on up before everyone else.
You think the most important people to talk would be the parents, right?
Thank you, Reverend Al, for
training to know right off there's something wrong here. This is, as Ben has put it,
Guys, there's something wrong. The kid died. He died. That's wrong, yes.
not adding up. It is so obvious.
What doesn't add up, though?
There are so
They don't know
many
nothing.
people in
You don't
this
know.
country that go missing.
0 plus
right?
0 equals
Everybody
0.
knows this. But this case has captured everybody's attention. Think about why. You know that something is not right. It doesn't take us. It doesn't take.
She's not talking about any facts. She's talking about you know that something's not right. That's not a fact.
Yeah, and it blew up because of TikTok and YouTube. Because people went on there and started claiming all this bullshit from the get-go. That's how Ben Crump found out about it.
Hey Mayo, have you used Og's website?
No.
Have you heard Og talk about it?
I saw a link in the chat earlier.
Yeah, you should go over there, create an account, and check it out.
Will do.
Yeah, man. Discord, everything, man. Salute to you, man. So you said the dad is gonna talk. Let me see. This little Asian lady, she's
she's a lawyer she's in charge of one of Ben Crump's law firms, I think the one in Atlanta.
So he got an Asian woman in charge.
I mean,
I guess
that
Fonnie
makes
Willis ain't
sense.
available yet, huh?
Oh my god.
I guess he ain't that dumb.
Yeah, Ben no, he want to get shit done. He wants shit to be run properly at that office, man.
Let me say again that we're standing with this family till the very end and make sure we're dealing with justice. Let's first hear from the mother, Christine Wansley.
First of all, I want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. This is not how I wanted the world to meet my son, but here we are. So, as you know, I'm Christine Wells Wansley. I am Nolan Wells's mom. And Nolan is the kindest soul. He never met a stranger. He loved everybody. He didn't care if you were black, white, purple, green, looked like a marshmallow. Like, he just wanted everyone to be in peace with one another. He loved life, and God gave him this big heart, which always scared us. Me and his dad had conversations with him all the time, not just about the importance of understanding our history as Black people, but also the importance of how you have to move in certain spaces.
Jesus Christ.
Well, dude, you know she's woke, right? Because she's got a hyphenated last name.
She's not black. She's fucking Filipino, man.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't black. She don't sound like a black woman. She don't have her inflection does not sound like a black woman. She sound like a mixed American. You know,
she went to high school with one of the kids' stepmoms who's a judge.
Yep.
In this rich ass community.
She's from there.
Yeah.
She's talking about we as black people, our history. What the fuck?
I wonder if she also warned him about the Japanese treatment of the Filipinos and the history behind that goes back thousands of years. Probably not.
Not. She's been told to distance all of her Asian shit. You know what I mean? Like she probably, like these next couple months, she's not going to be seen with any Asian people in her family. Nothing. She gonna give them the cold shoulder, man. Every black person she ever knew, she would call them up. Hey girl, can you take this photo out with me? We gotta do this photo out. Come hang with me so I can take pictures around a black person. Shit crazy, man.
And it's not us being, feeding into racism or the stereotypes that comes with that.
Really, then how come
Unfortunately,
Ben
that
Trump's
is
there?
just a matter of fact. There have been many cases, many instances that shows it's unfortunately a pattern that he did not like. He did not like that there was so much division, and I think that's why God gave him us. He was really a peacemaker. He wanted, like I said, everyone to be included. He never wanted to leave anyone out. He just, even at a young age, I don't know, he was, how old was he?
18.
No, not 18. When he was a baby, he did little dance. So his father and I were having a moment, and as couples do, and even in that moment, he runs in the room with his diaper on, of course, and he starts dancing because it was like he could feel the tension. He could feel that something wasn't right. So he was just a special kid. Like he was a special kid, but again, just heart was so big. And we're gonna miss him dearly. But we are grateful, especially to our friend Tashima, who actually was one of the people who helped us that night. She went and picked up his cell phone from where it was, and then provided that to us because we of course contacted authorities to figure out who to do the report with, whether it was the county or the city, which then turned into DMR, who I contacted immediately from there. But
How you got the cell phone?
so our friend actually, when I called her, Nolan is best friends with her two sons, Jalen and Javon. When I called her, I said, Tashima, have you seen Nolan? He's missing. No one has seen him. No one has talked to him. The boys were actually with her sons. So they opened up their Snapchat because a lot of the kids do have their locations where they're tracking one another. So one of the boys says, well, it's showing that I can't exactly remember what his location was showing, but my Life 360 location was showing something completely different. It was actually showing that his phone was like he was on land. And so we ended up, she received the phone from that parent, and then we met up where his car was, which was at a separate location. There were issues obtaining the key, but even so, there was just a lot of.
Tell them about what happened with the key.
So I'm gonna let my husband tell you about that because he actually went up to the door to get the key because at that point, I was just not in my right mind. This has just been an awful situation, just terrible.
Elmore Wansley, the father.
Okay, so the situation with the key. When we got to the house, a few of his friends, they were already there. And they were at the door in the house, asking questions. So when I walked up, they were getting, things were getting kind of tense. So I turned to them and told them, I need you guys to calm down. I don't do this to me right now. I need them to kind of trust me so they can give me something. So I was
because the two kids, Tashima's sons, were starting shit with the guys at the house.
He's in one of the pictures, but he came out of the room half sleep or whatever, I think Jack's or whatever. And I said, look, I'm Nolan's father. I'm here to get his keys so I can get his car. I said, he's like,
His car was in the yard.
his car's parked in the yard. So he was like, I don't know, man. Nolan's like my brother. I said, well, if Nolan was like your brother, would you please go in your room and see if you can find my son's keys so I can take his car home? He walks off, 2 or 3 minutes, come back. I can't find the keys. I said, okay. So at that point, I get the boys and I move them out the house because I didn't want them to go into the house and start tearing up these people's houses because then there would be a whole nother situation. So we walk outside by the car. One of the guys that was in the house with us, he was on the phone with a girl, and the girl told him that Nolan's keys were on top of this Jack's guy's Xbox in the house because apparently she was there with him earlier. So he goes back up to the door by himself, and 5 minutes later, the keys come out. So now I feel like you done lied to me. So now I'm really like in distress with you. But as far as the night goes, if I knew anyone who had a boat, I would have went out that night looking for my son. We tried, but I don't have friends with boats. But if I knew someone with one, I would have went out that night. And this so happened that his coach saw all the stuff on Facebook that next morning and called and contacted me like 5 a.m, asked me, did we want to go out? And I told him yes. So within an hour, he was at the dock. We met him and we went out. We docked the boat, got out the boat, walked on the island, walked a pretty nice stretch, came back, got back on the boat, went around the island, looked, came back around, and where we went to, that's where apparently they say that his body floated up. I don't know a lot about water currents over there, but I would think that we would have saw his body. And on the trip there was a family that stayed a night on the island, like actually tented out on the island. So if he was left, he would have saw that family on the island, and it was 2 of the boats docked. So he would have had help.
Cold.
So I don't know. I don't know. I think we stayed there for like an hour and a half. That's when Jackson County and the sheriff department showed up, and they were going to do their rounds. And I had a classmate of mine, him and his 2 boys, they came out and they searched, and then they got back in touch with me and said the Coast Guard had finally showed up in airplane. So
what is so critical, what Elmore is saying is they went out on Sunday, and the tide, if it brought his body up, he went missing on July 4th, as they say. His body should have been there on July 5th. Why would it not appear to July 6th? And that's one of those things that's just not adding up. And the fact that
Crump a fucking idiot.
He stayed behind on the island. There were boats there. There were people. Somebody had to see something. That's why it's not adding up. And that's what they're saying. It's just not adding up.
Yes. And if he was there 2 days, somebody on the island would be able to verify that. 2 days and nobody's come forward and said, no, he was with us, or no, we saw him. It just does not make sense.
These people are just stupid.
Just one last thing. We want her to talk about the cell phone deleted messages. I'm sorry. I thought my voice was loud enough. One last thing. We want to have Christine talk about the cell phone from her perspective before they tell you who Nolan was, and then we'll take your questions.
So when we made it home, my sister and I actually went through Nolan's cell phone, particularly Snapchat, because that is so popular with the children. And when we opened it up, there was nothing. There were no saved pictures. There were no snaps from that day. And we did open it before the 24-hour expiration. So we found that very concerning, only because anyone who's ever been around Nolan will tell you at social gatherings, he's taking videos, he's taking
There's no
pictures,
cell
he's
service
even
at the gathering
come up
site.
to me when I'm getting ready.
There's no cell service at the gathering site. So who the fuck's he gonna Snapchat?
And he's getting in the water. So
these people are stupid.
What?
There ain't no cell service out there. Who the fuck you gonna Snapchat?
This is the story that's less than a week old.
And this is the deleted text messages people are talking about. The mom's talking about Snapchats that just aren't there. It's not that they were deleted, they just don't exist. Because there was no cell service. There was nobody to Snapchat anything to. You gotta have service to Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
So how the fuck are you gonna do that on an island 10 miles out to sea?
I feel sorry for those people in that town, man. They're gonna forever be known as racist, and they're gonna get threats. They're gonna get
oh yeah,
environment, but
they're gonna lose scholarships and everything else.
This is crazy. This is
and everything they mentioned so far is explainable. Every fucking thing, including when they brought the two thugs to the house to get the fucking keys.
Wow. Unbelievable, man. You heard it here, man. Oh, we got a shooting on the Metro bus. Let's see what happened here.
Another spark of violence on Metro Transit. This one leaving 2 people dead on a Metro bus in St. Louis County. It marks the second deadly incident on the system in less than a week. 5 News Side's Brent Solomon is just back from the scene.
Kelly police are hunting for a gunman tonight. An altercation escalated into a double homicide on a bus in Breckenridge Hills. This comes 5 days after a deadly quadruple shooting at a Metrolink station. A Friday afternoon ride in St. Louis County quickly turning deadly inside a Metro bus. Police were called to Wismer Road and St. Charles Rock Road around 3 o'clock. A confrontation escalating into gunfire. Both passengers taken to the hospital but didn't make it.
It is very surprising because this is a great neighborhood, a great community.
Breckenridge Hills police called in backup from 4 surrounding agencies to help lock down the area. Metro security officials saying buses are equipped with cameras and that detailed interior and exterior surveillance footage is now in the hands of detectives. I just caught up with an employee of a nearby convenience store who tells me he wasn't here at the time, but he says it's pretty scary and they're glad they're safe. That clerk tells me detective
You caught up to somebody who wasn't there at the time. Jesus Christ.
Says it's pretty scary and they're glad they're safe. That clerk tells me detectives also stopped by requesting exterior surveillance.
You know that's a bad neighborhood. They got a Motel 6
who ran
and a gold buying place right next to each other.
They talking about this is a good neighborhood. And they probably got a check cashing place, you know, or a payday loan place.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Oh no, sorry, Super 8.
Super 8. Ain't no fucking good neighborhood.
Detectives also stopped by requesting exterior surveillance images to help pinpoint the shooter who ran from the scene. For this group of friends gathering at a nearby restaurant, the news is frustrating.
Speechless. Everybody's so petty and everybody's into their feelings. Feelings will cost our lives. I didn't know this had took place. So I'm really sorry to hear that people have lost their lives.
We have to find a way to settle our differences, and murder is not one of them. Back in the day, we could just, fight it out and live to see another day. You just can't do that now, and that's
back in the day, it was worse. That was before the crime bill, bitch. Yo, it was worse.
Mm-hmm. Crime bill is the best thing to happen to America. The only thing that's ever lowered crime effectively.
That's it.
Unfortunate.
This fatal bus shooting now compounding safety concerns. Late Sunday night, another fight at the North Hanley Metrolink in Carsonville also led to gunfire, leaving 2 dead, 2 others hurt.
We have to do better as a community as far as this fight.
Their little metro is kind of rough around there, right? Jesus Christ. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, I ain't getting on a bus and going nowhere.
Jeez. Fucking A, man. Jeez. Ugh.
I bet you it was white people shot that did the shooting. Yeah, right.
The woman who received the most taxpayer money from daycare reimbursements in Minnesota last year just pleaded guilty to fraud. Thanks for joining us at 5 on air and streaming live. I'm Rena Sargentopoulos.
And I'm Kevin Holmes. Fahima Mahmoud is the first defendant in the state's massive daycare fraud scheme, admitted to scamming 2 federal programs.
And she'll now have to pay millions of dollars back. Our Lou Goose was in the courtroom today. Here now with our top story. Lou?
Rena and Kevin, Fahima Mahmoud seemed reluctant in the courtroom to enter the guilty plea because she didn't want that to mean that her entire operation was a fraud.
5 months after she shut down her daycare, booked a flight to London, and was arrested by the FBI.
Ms. Mahmoud, are you here to plead guilty today?
50-year-old Fahima Mahmoud admits she committed daycare fraud. Running Future Leaders Early Learning Center on 36th and Chicago Avenue in Minneapolis since 2015, Mahmoud collected the most Child Care Assistance Program, or CCAP, money in the state last year at $3.7 million. In federal court while entering her plea, Mahmoud and her attorney specified that there were children attending her daycare and that she has receipts. But the government didn't accuse her of inflating attendance at her center during the swift investigation that followed the attention in Minnesota placed on daycare fraud. Instead, the FBI learned from families that Mahmoud did not charge them the required copay to receive CCAP money, which provided incentive for more families to sign up. By pleading guilty to conspiracy to defraud the United States, Mahmoud admits receiving $4.63 million in taxpayer money with that scheme.
Ms. Mahmoud, any comment? Are you going to be able to pay back any of the money?
That's not all. Mahmoud also admits taking part in the Feeding Our Future meal fraud scheme, claiming to serve up to 60,000 meals per month to needy kids out of her daycare, fraudulently collecting another $850,000. And court papers say she diverted much of those taxpayer funds to buy real estate and go toward her other companies, like this autism center, which has generated another $3.1 million in taxpayer reimbursements over the last 5 years. What the government will seize when Mahmoud is sentenced has not yet been determined.
And sentencing will be slightly complicated because the judge can go as low as 2 years in prison or close to 7 years in prison if she puts the daycare fraud and the meal.
Judge can go from 2 to 7. This bitch is gonna get 6 months.
As low as 2 years in prison or close
Tim
to
probably
7
gonna
years in
fuck a
prison
partner.
if she puts the daycare fraud and the meal program fraud terms back to back. Rena.
Now, Lou, they used a different kind of prosecution. This went a little bit faster. Will we see something like that in the future?
This was a faster investigation because they didn't have to do all the surveillance to see if she was overcounting or inflating her numbers of her attendance. She wasn't making the parents pay their share of the reimbursement in order to get more of them to sign up. If there's other ones just like that, it's a quick way that they could charge more people daycare fraud.
All right, Lou. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, they still locking those ones. That story was big. And isn't it funny how stories be huge, then they go away, but they're still happening?
And there's like 400 just in Minnesota charged right now. 400.
Jeez. Wow. Holy shit, white girl.
New tonight, a family's plea for answers after a Milwaukee mother was found shot to death in an alley.
So this is 42.
Why they don't treat the black cases like whenever a white woman go missing, the world stop.
White woman tears and shit.
World stop on a dime when a white woman go missing.
Year-old Christy Syed. Investigators say she was found in the early morning hours Sunday near 10th and Cleveland on the city's south side. 12 News' Kendall Keys joining us now live from Milwaukee Police Headquarters.
And Kendall, police say they found a person of interest in this case dead.
Right, Deanna, and police say they're not searching for any additional suspects, but Christy Syed's family is desperate for answers about why and how she ended up dead in an alley over the holiday weekend.
We were very young, but my mom surprised us with New Kids on the Block concert tickets.
Lynette Stiff shows us memories of her sister, Christy Syed.
And over here is Christy and Sandy again, and over here is Christy with her son, Angel.
It's an unusual...
Christy Syed, so she married a fucking desert demon? Syed?
Either that or an African.
The rest
North
of their
African.
names ain't Syed. Christy Syed. Her name is Syed.
Yeah, that's North African, man.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, that's a sun sand or a sand demon.
Yeah, we know why she ended up. So that gives us some insight into why she ended up like that.
Lynette Stiff shows us memories of her sister, Christy Syed.
And over here is Christy and Sandy again, and over here is Christy with her son, Angel.
It's an unusual spot for framed pictures, propped up against cement blocks at the end of an alley near 10th and Cleveland. But it's where a memorial formed after Syed was found dead there in the early morning hours Sunday. The medical examiner's office says the 42-year-old was wearing minimal clothing, shot multiple times.
It's absolutely devastating. And then the way that this person, whoever you are, did my sister so dirty, so dirty. You murdered her and then stripped her of her dignity even more and left her naked. Like, I just can't, like, who does that?
Stiff says a surveillance camera in the alley caught the crime. She describes to us what she saw in the videos shown to her by the homeowner.
I heard her voice in the video that they showed us, and she was begging for her life. She was begging for her life, and this monster didn't care. He's like, nope, too bad, and shot her.
Milwaukee police telling 12 News Tuesday their person of interest was found dead and that they're not seeking additional suspects.
First person of interest was found dead, so he killed himself too. Damn.
It's something that's not sitting right with Syed's family.
There's more to the story, and I need more investigation. I don't need him to...
You ain't got crump. You ain't black, so you ain't nobody give a fuck. Ain't nobody give a fuck. Case closed, man. It should be though. Like the dude, the dude they looking for is dead.
I mean, what else are to investigate?
Yeah, man.
I mean, they got it on video, right?
Yep.
They found him probably suicide.
Shout out to Matt B, man. Matt B says, I can't sign up because I don't use Google no more. Okay, well, we'll work something out. We'll work something out for you people that don't use Google. Everybody, man, we're trying to get everybody to sign up for the Ock Nation Discord, the community. We're trying to get everybody to sign up, man, because we lost the channel today. We lost the channel on the Ock Nation. We lost the Caitlin Clark channel, Ock Nation TV. That was us. It was terminated today. So we're trying to get everybody who's a part of Ock Nation, everybody who's a member of Ock Nation, to sign up for the Discord and the website. It's all one. The Discord is on the website, but the live streams are shown on the website. So that's the link right there. Take 10 seconds to sign up for the Discord, and you can go over there and talk to. The conversation can continue after the show. After the show's over, man, you guys go over to the Discord to continue the conversation, man. That's the link right there. Take 10 seconds to go do that, to go drop your Google email. Click the sign up button, put in your Google email, and create an account for you. 10 seconds, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Yeah. Any final thoughts, Mayo Monkey, man?
Oh, it's just getting worse, man. Even from way back in the day when you started this, man, it just continues to get worse.
There's no solutions. Remember
No,
that?
sir. You were 100% right then, and you still 100% right now, sir.
Yeah, no solutions, man. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, man. Thank you for everybody for coming by, man. We'll cover this as long as blacks are making a big deal about this Nolan Wells thing. We're gonna cover it, man. Same black time, same black channel. Out of here. Subscribe.